Live and alert on the north side of the dirt. It is your man D-Real coming at you with another Be Real with D-Real, because Edutainment explains it. All Out Avengers. This is a series that came out in September. Well, it had a cover date of September 2022. And it was part of T'Challa's return to the Avengers. Sort of. Because when we look at this book, they're already into the action. We don't even, they don't even know what's going on. But as I told y'all in a previous video, All Out Avengers, Avengers Beyond, and the current Avengers storyline in the Landy book, the monthly, they all tie in. And the Beyonders tied into all of it. And I'm going to give y'all just like a little brief description, hit them bullet points of what's going on in there, just to let you know this is what's going on with issue 1 of All Out Avengers. But before we get off into issue 1 of All Out Avengers, let's get the legalese out the way. Comment, like, subscribe, and share the Be Real with D-Real page so that when new material comes out, you get it. If you're digging what a brother shoveling, put some dirt in my bucket. Comment, like, subscribe, and share, because edutainment is what I do. All right, All Out Avengers number 1. Let's go. All Out Avengers number 1. Derek Landy on writing chores. Greg Land is the artist. Let's take a look at the lineup. Well, we're looking at the lineup we got right there on the cover, but there are a few additions that aren't on the cover. Well, one. We got Captain Marvel, Carol Danvers, who's kind of possessed for most of this issue. Thor Odinson, Iron Man, and Captain America. Big 3 rounded it out. Followed up by an excellent combination of stealth and hand-to-hand combat skill. Blade, Spider-Woman, T'Challa the Black Panther, and Spider-Man. Let's go. There is the aforementioned possessed Carol Danvers. There is an alien race called Sinnarians in this book who are looking for a weapon that they call the scalpel, which is the bow of Gabriel. There it is right there. The bow of Gabriel, the Airwalker, the Herald of Galactus. Yeah, that Airwalker. This is not that bow. This is a bow of Anakin. It terraforms places, parts of places, corners of places. It terraforms bits and corners of parts of places and only does so for a limited period of time. But even that is an achievement that breaks and distorts and reality twists. Even that is worthy of note. So bearing that in mind, we know this simultaneously snazzy looking and scary looking character is the one who's in charge. Her name is Queen Arrok, and she is the queen of the Sinnarians, and she's in their flagship, blah, 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 so on and so forth. So the usual stuff that no one superhero can withstand. Which brings us back here. Carol is possessed by something called the Dark Tide, and it makes her look like that and act like she wants to murder her friends. And here she comes, giving Thor all he can handle. Iron Man sucker punching, but he's still getting all he can handle too. Meanwhile, after she's beat the crap out of him, and there's Thor on his world famous, I would have words. And we know those words are the gift of battle. Meanwhile, the other Avengers are handling the Sinnarians. And Blade and Spider-Woman are going on about the weirdness or the comfort of teleportation. While Cap is about his business. No one remembers how they got there? That's very strange. I think that's more than just a byproduct of what's going on with Darktide. We saw someone talking in another book, and they weren't around. So I'm going to leave that doing what it do. Cap calling signals. There's those bird beak guys that almost kind of look like G-Force in robes. Getting handled. Meanwhile, speaking of getting handled, Cap's awesome. And says Captain America like things like leave Earth and don't come back. Very, very conservative. Meanwhile, she doesn't have a whole bunch of people on the ship, but she doesn't have to. Because they've got wormhole technology, and she can call a gang of mugs whenever she feels like it. Long story short, our heroes are always up for a fight. And handle business. Meanwhile, Captain Marvel and Thor are going at it. And they are literally trading blows. Meanwhile, somebody's excited about driving a spaceship, but is corrected and told they are piloting. Yep, T'Challa and Spider-Man together again. Evasive maneuvers? No. He was never flying the ship. Oh, T'Challa. And they're trying to stop her before she opens another portal full of warriors. Meanwhile, the scalpel that they want is on the ship. But little do they know, T'Challa and the Avengers got some tricks up their sleeve. So it's time to get off the ship. And she's screaming villain stuff. And everybody's heading out. Iron Man's got the bow. He breaks it. This guy wants to break him. And now he's asking Thor for help. But Thor's got his hands full with Carol Danvers. And so the mighty flagship, what's happening to it? Well, he shouldn't be worried so much about what's happening to the flagship as he is his tentacles. And the ship disappears at a wormhole. He gets his tentacles fried more. Dang. And now she's mad that Queen Arrok and their warship is gone. Wow, she done straddled Thor. But Thor has an idea. See, Thor, thousands of years of battle savvy don't make you stupid. Bank. Note. Captain Marvel can take Mjolnir to the face. Still possessed, still wanting to kill. And Cap has a slick idea. She attacks. She gets teleported. And here's Avengers logic. How long will it take her to fly back? Couple hours. How long will it take her to turn back into the Carol that don't want to kill us? Couple hours. And Spider-Man wants to get a bagel. And that disembodied voice says they really are Earth's mightiest heroes. Who is that voice? Pity it won't be enough to save them. From who? From what? Oh. Lot more going on in this book besides the Dark Tide, Queen Arrok, the scalpel, and people being possessed. Almost as if something from beyond is intervening gently, ever so gently. Yeah, it's that kind of story, y'all. Tune in for issue 2. That's it for now. Fret not, but I will always be coming at you with another one of them other ones. And until I do, y'all be good. Be good to each other.